The Gemara, the Rav Ovadia Yosef telling us in Chazon Ovadia, what's the reason? Anytime the Gemara tells us in Masechet Megillah, Vehaya, it says in Torah, it means a happy time. Vayhi, it's always a sad time. Why when it says the word Vehaya, it means happy time? Vayhi, it means sad time. What's the reason? So he brings a beautiful explanation. It says Vehaya, it's always talking about the future. If you will listen in the future, that's what will happen. Good things will happen. Vayhi, it's always talking about the past, Prasheshi. It says, the Jewish people always blessed with a beautiful future, and if you look at the past of the Jews, it was always suffering situations. So it says, what's the reason Vehaya? It's always in the happy mode, it's Sameach. It says because he's talking always in the future. The future of the Jewish people is always happy. Mashiach is going to come, Bet HaMikdash is going to be rebuilt, all the Mekabetzit Hamo Israel is going to happen. So since Vehaya is talking about the future, and the future of the Jewish people is always beautiful, it's always happy. That's why any time it says in the Torah Vehaya, it talks about a beautiful and happy time. It says, if you look at the Torah, when the Torah says, prepare the preparation of Shabbat, how the Torah says, Vehaya bayom hashishi, vehechinu et asher yaviu. And it will be at the day of Friday, and prepare yourself for the Friday, on Friday on Shabbat. So it says, from here we learn that when a person is making preparations for Shabbat on Friday, it's supposed to do it in the happy mode. Sometimes Yetzer Hara makes a person do the mitzvah, but he's not doing it with a very happy mode. He's doing it because he has to do it. Says the Torah, no, not Vayihi bayom hashishi. Vehaya bayom hashishi. It means make sure you do the preparations for the Shabbat in a very happy mode. You should know, Rabotai, that the preparations of Shabbat, it's not a mitzvah only to have Shabbat. There is a mitzvah to prepare for the Shabbat. The people sometimes tell me, Rabbi, my wife prepares so much for Shabbat. When I sit on Shabbat table, she's asking me every time, say Divrei Torah. I have nothing to say every time. I told him the same way your wife prepares the physical dishes for the Shabbat, you have an obligation on Friday to prepare the spiritual dishes for the Shabbat. So you're going to come to the Shabbat table, you're going to have something to say. That's very important. Huh? Biggest mistake to do this. What? Because when a person is opening a book, everybody are bored. Nobody wants to listen to this. If I'm going to read a book and translate and say it over, it's not the same as you are saying it whenever you have eye contact with the person, as you are talking to the person. Therefore, don't ever do this mistake, bringing a book to the Shabbat table. That's one of the common mistakes that people have Shalom Bayit problems because of. Because they are trying to shish everybody quiet. Oh, yeah, kids, wife, babulia, zidulia, everybody quiet. Why? He is reading a book. That's a very bad thing. Huh? When you prepare and you listen, you're happy. But if I will not prepare and you listen, you will not be happy. That's why always when you come to the Shabbat table, come prepared, Rabotai. Right now you have a whole week. So Shabbat table is going to come. You're not going to take a sefer and you're going to read because it's boring. Everybody wants to listen something outside whenever you say, not something that you're reading inside from the sefer. That's a common mistake, Rabotai, in Chinuch Eladim also, that the Shabbat table becomes the Razborka table. You know what Razborka is? Huh? Many times the wife cannot catch the husband and the children at the same time during the week. When is she coming to the husband? Avram John? Friday night. Papa, you know what Abraham did? You know what Shimon did? You know what Yosef did? You know? And now Abba is sitting Shabbat table. She means good because she wants to right now take care of the family, education, Chinuch Yeladim. She has to save the situation. But Rabotai, instead of turning the Shabbat table to a Vehaya mode, to a happy mode, what the Shabbat table turns into? A Dardisar mode. Becomes a very problematic, very not comfortable mode to sit on the Shabbat table. Why? Because mommy and daddy decided that this is the time of the kids' education. That's the worst thing to do during the Shabbat table. Shabbat table, we have to distribute just love and happiness. So kids would understand that Shabbat is a happy day. It's a very happy mode. There was one person that used to go to yeshiva, black hat, Rabotai, black hat, yeshiva, here in Queens. Used to learn Torah, used to be very serious about the Torah. He was telling me one day, I see him, he's a little bit, off the derech, as they say. I asked him, what happened to you? He says, my father all the time criticizes me, Shabbat table, I hate to be there. So I said, so what are you doing? He said, I'm going out with friends, people that does not criticize me. I enjoy with them more. I came to his father, I said, listen, where was your son last Shabbat, for Shabbat table? Rabbi, I don't know. He was by you? By me? What do you have to do with me? He wasn't by me. I saw him on the street. I saw him different the dress code. Like something is happening with him. What happened to him? Rabbi, I don't know. Every time I start talking to him on Shabbat table, he blows up on me. I blow up, he blows up, and then he leaves the house. I told him, if you want your child not forget about being Talmid Chacham, if you want him to be Shomer Shabbat, don't criticize him on the Shabbat table. Make sure Shabbat table will be the dish, will be the sweetest time with the father and the mother. No, Rabbi, no, I have to educate him. Abotai, today, unfortunately, this child, few weeks after, was driving a car on Shabbat. In front of my eyes, I saw it. Person that was a black hat. Where is it started? From the criticism of the father to the child at the Shabbat table. He said, Rabbi, today is not, he tells me, the father tells me, Rabbi, today is not interested forget about Shabbat. He doesn't want to sit with me on the Shabbat table. I told it to you. Whenever a father starts criticizing the children on the Shabbat table, the child develops hatred to the Shabbat table. That's why it's very important, Rabotai. Shabbat table, tell your wife, Jonah, I'm going to come Thursday extra early. I'm going to come Sunday maybe today. Don't make the Shabbat table an educational moments and time to rebuke and criticize the children. Because if a person does so, Chas v'shalom, the children does not interested to be there. That's why it's very important that we should give a little extra time on Sunday, little extra time on days that we are available to educate our kids. Comes to the Shabbat table, there is 100% vehaya, 100% happy time with the father, with the mother, with the rest of the family. Like this, the kids are interested to be with the family, interested to be at the Shabbat table together, and they're going to be following the path of the Torah the rest of their life. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen ve'amen. Rabbi